would much prefer if he was calm. And, you know, that's... I feel like I haven't stepped on any toes yet. I don't feel like even he would be offended by that. Like, I don't think anybody should, it's a dangerous word, should, be offended by just me saying I'm a little scared. Like, if you watched a movie and you said you were scared, people wouldn't be mad at you, would they? I hope not. But, like, I feel like... Oh, yeah, he gets eaten by Diraxus. That's so funny. Ah! Don't die! Fuck! People. That sucks. Oh, shit. Ah! No! And don't get me wrong, like, there are people I'm just saying. I haven't given up hope at all. I have plenty of hope to go around. Can't even see this guy's body to res him. Trying to type. Oh, is it taking me out of combat? Oh, we're fighting the boss? So we all have to die because the boss has been activated. Somebody accidentally died. So we all have to die. So yeah, we all have to die so the boss will reset because that wall is up to prevent you from leaving the boss area. So someone accidentally went into the boss area, got killed, and activated the boss. So we all have to die so it'll reset. That sucks. Oh, come on. Just wasting time. He popped his bubble. Alright, now we can all release. Weird situation. I've never been in this situation before. No, fuck. I don't know. I'm upset pretty easily. So here's the thing about stigma around mental health. So, okay, check this out. Watch this. People don't like talking about this, but watch. I can just do it right now. I have mental health problems. So, I need help. I'm getting help. So, how does that affect anything? I'm not crazy. It's like having a bad liver. I've got a bad brain. So, I mean, I guess the liver doesn't really affect how you act, but it's not like I'm unstable. You know, I can, you know, execute tasks. I can do everything that anybody else can do, except for some very small exceptions. And it's like nobody wants to talk about that, but it's just like having a hip replacement or something, or like, so nobody wants to talk about, oh, don't touch the eggs, those would probably spawn whelps, those eggs. But it's like nobody wants to talk about, like, imagine if people were as uncomfortable talking about their hip replacement or knee replacement, or imagine, you know, if you broke a bone, if people were as uncomfortable talking about it as they were talking about mental health. I went through a lot of trauma as a kid, and it fucked me up. And that's like that's not my fault. Like, I don't have anything to apologize for. And it's just kind of funny if you get past that. And, you know, then there's the stigma about drugs. It's like, okay, guess what? I like alcohol. I like marijuana. I even like caffeine. I don't like tobacco because it's addictive and causes cancer in most forms. Or in pretty much all forms, I think. It causes cancer? I don't know. A lot of forms. So it's like, that's why I don't smoke, because it's bad for you, but, you know, I mean, because it's actually, like, deadly. But if you drink, that's not deadly. And that's why people drink all the time. Hey, bro! You know, like you may not like bro culture.
It appears the treasure you seek will be found.
I don't know. This isn't really the place for these kinds of complex issues, but this is my platform, and I'm gonna say, you know, this is the only soapbox I've got. And basically all I'm saying is it's not a big deal. It doesn't. Okay, so if you get a massage, that feels good, right? So you're paying to feel good? Okay. What about a hamburger? You go and eat a hamburger. That feels good, right? You like that? It makes you happy? Okay, fine. You pay to go to the Bahamas. Wow, that's a lot of money. Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun? Okay, you paid for a bag of weed. You liked it. You enjoyed it. That's evil. You know, it doesn't make sense to me. I understand why people feel that way, but you know, because there's like this stigma, and drugs are, you know, they're kind of unknown, and it doesn't look very luxurious or important. It's definitely a cheap thrill. Well, you know, depends on who you talk to. It's not exactly cheap, but
I am sorry.
I think I've made my point. Like,
yet know this: I have witnessed your deeds with pride, and I am sure you will not fail High Mountain in this final hour.
So it's just, I don't know. It's a complicated issue for sure, but I don't know if it has to be. Bouncing this crab out of this circle. I always forget to use my circle. But, like, I don't know. It's just like, I'm going to get high later. And I'm going to check the Twitch terms of service. I'm going to make sure if it's okay for me to talk about that. And if not, I won't mention it. That's fine. I can obey rules, you know. I can be respectful of rules. But, you know, where I am, it's legal. I'm not breaking any laws. And, you know, it's like, I'm not a huge fan of Penny Arcade anymore, but there was a comic about the first time he tried weed as an adult, and he was saying, you know, it's legal here. because they're in Seattle, so they're just like, it's legal here. I do legal stuff all the time. You know, like caffeine is a drug. Marijuana is a drug. Claritin is a drug. You want to be Claritin clear? You know, clear up your sinuses or whatever? Sudafed is a drug. They just have different effects. Some severe, some mild, some minor. Like NyQuil makes you drowsy, and beer gets you drunk. You know, I don't really see a huge difference. It's not permanent. It doesn't change who you are. It's just a thing that you do. It's a choice. It's your choice. And I've got no problem with other people's choices, unless they affect me, in which case, if I don't want to be around high people, I'll leave. You know? And of course you got alcoholism and all that shit, but, dude, one of the great things about marijuana is that it's not habit forming. Last time I checked. You know, it's just not, it's not something that is interesting, or, you know, I don't know, like, I'm not super comfortable with it. Justifying it is a little tricky for me in my own head, you know, but I've got all sorts of anxiety disorders, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even, like, I have problems justifying a lot of things that I do, like playing World of Warcraft for hours, and that's perfectly fine with most people. You know, even streaming would be weird to some people, but burning hatred, shit. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just, it's strange to me that people care at all. I can't imagine. I would have to try. I would have to try to care. It would take effort. I would just be like, but no, I just don't care. It's like if you were talking to me about tax law in a place I don't live. Oh, sick! I leveled up. All right, well, that was a fun little talk. I am going to leave. I need to use the restroom again because I had a monster, which means that my stomach is fucking.
It's done, heroes. With Darkroot dead and the hammer reclaimed, the drug
Yes. Okay. And I will be back later on.
The balance has returned to High Mountain.